Welcome to day 21 of the 30 mixed media card challenge. All these cards can be made using supplies you've got at home in your craft stores, and you'll find them on the screen or linked below. And this is the card we're making today. So let's get started.
You'll need a piece of card, whatever size you would like, and fold it in half, or use a card blank if you buy those. And to start with, we're going to mark out our geometric pattern. Now, you could do this in pencil and then go over it later, but I'm just going to go straight away with the pen. I'm just using a fine liner black pen, and I'm making it up as I go along. So if you've got some particular design in mind and you want to be really careful, feel free, but you can just get creative and go for it. And you'll see I'm not measuring those lines. I'm not working out that they're all the same gap. I'm not even making sure they're parallel. I'm just doing it all by eye. And that's sort of part of the pleasure of this card, really. And this is only one way of doing a geometric card like this. What you could do is use masking tape to mark off the lines, like I did in some artwork on some canvas, which I'll link on the screen and in the description below. But I'm doing it this way this time. And all I'm going to do is use acrylic paint. So I'll just put some paper down so I don't get the paint on my desk, because I'm not a particularly tidy worker and I want to get to the edges. And I'm just going to use quite a small brush and literally just colour those shapes in. Now, I'm not the best and I'm going to go over the lines. If that's a really stressful thing for you, then I recommend using the masking tape thing. But if you quite like painting, colouring in, and you want to try and stick between the lines, and you're not worried if you have a little bit of a rough edge, then you can do it this way. So the reason I chose to do it this way on the card was because I'd done it the other way on my canvas, and I like to share different ways of doing things. This can also be really good to do with children, getting them colouring in and staying in the lines and doing straight lines with their paintbrush. So it's entirely up to you. But you can see what we're going for is the big blocks of colour. I'm also doing it all orange. Nothing to stop you going multicoloured. I'm just really using it as a backdrop to put some more detail on over the top. I've also left the card closed, which means there's a danger I'll get paint on the back of the card. So what you can do is open the card up and just colour on the front, and you'll be sure you won't get any on the back then. So again, these are all things that are up to you. It's really important that you do your crafting your way and you enjoy it. So once it's dry, it's time to add some detail. So I'm just using some black, again, colours entirely your choice. And I'm just going to flatten it out, just so that I've got it ready to use a shape. And all I'm using is the centre out of a toilet roll, just to give me some nice circles. Now you could look around and use what you like. Perhaps you've got the top of a pot, or a, what's the word I'm looking for? A bobbin out of your thread, anything. But obviously we all tend to have toilet rolls around, and then you're just adding that wherever you like, as much as you like. You could even squeeze the toilet roll and make them not circular, so you could do a different shape. And then I'm also going to get a little bit of paint on the brush and just dab it on, and to give a little bit more of the, oh my goodness. Right, Emily's going to help with this card. I hope nobody minds. She seems to think she needs to be involved. So we'll just have that little ginger tail flicking, and hopefully it won't get in the paint. Equally, hopefully she won't knock the water over. You'd think a cat would be very graceful. This one could be a little bit clumsy. So if you're enjoying this card, please give me a thumbs up. Oh, I think she's leaving. Oh, maybe not. So that it can spread to more people. And we can, oh, Emily, really? We don't all need to see your bottom. I think she's just hanging around now. She's just trying to be awkward. Maybe she's going to go. So you could leave it there. I mean, you could be quite happy with that. But what I'm going to do is add some watercolours in. So I'm just going to get a little bit of watercolour and dab that on, just to add another layer, another bit of detailing. So you can see those little dots that I'm putting. And I've just gone for a very similar colour to the orange acrylic, to be honest. and just add in more detail. And this is where you're getting creative and artistic. I'm not artistic at all, and I'm managing, so you certainly can. So I hope you've enjoyed it and you feel inspired and that you're going to make your card using geometric shapes.